Yes, yes. Live and direct, it's the Young Exec. We're back with a very special guest. This is the Executive Decisions Podcast. I got a very special guest with me. She is amazing. She is incredible. She is a Latina business owner. She has an activewear brand, one of the best in the state. All right, she's going to tell us all about herself and her story. Her name is Maria Flores. Give it up, give it up, give it up. How you feeling?
Very exciting.
Yes.
I mean, it's a lot of emotions always.
Yes. Tell us about how you feeling. What's the emotions? What's going on?
I get a little nervous, but
Yes.
I guess you get used to.
Absolutely. So you can build your brand, you can build your business and still be nervous, okay? So you can just do it. So now tell us a little bit about your brand. It's called Prumatt, right? So talk to us about that.
I started a company. First of all, I want to say I want to introduce myself.
Yes, please.
I want to thank you for opening the door.
Hey, no problem. Thank you for being here. Thank you for just wanting to make sure you made it out here. We got connected through a mutual friend of ours, and we want to know all about you. You know, before we even get into what you do, we want to get into what's your come up story. Like, how did you get to where you are today?
First of all, I want to say thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
It's an honor to be here. It's amazing that you guys have this platform for people, for entrepreneurs like us. You know, it's not easy. It's hard to grow, but you gotta knock the door, right?
That's it.
And yes, I'm originally from Peru. I came to this country 14 years ago, and I'm a mom. I'm a single mom, and you know, like any immigrant, I came to this country with the dream. It wasn't easy. I had to experience a lot of things. You know, new culture, language, food, my family, and all that. And here I am. You know.
Yes.
First, I used to work in different grocery store, any odd jobs. You know. And I didn't know that there was an opportunity to go to school. So I eventually, you know, I always had the power to, you know, to be successful, to succeed in life. And my mind was like, I want to learn the language because that's the most important part in this country. You know, you have to, if you want to go to the next level, you have to learn the language. And I started in part time. I started working out, and I really liked it. You know, the feeling and all that. And eventually, I quit my job.
Really?
I quit my job. I was for 7 years in that job, and eventually I decided to, you know, pursue something else because I wasn't going anywhere. Right. And I became a mom, and so then in that time I went to school and become a nursing assistant.
Oh, okay.
And then, you know, and then I had a little bit of time. It was so scary because you don't sometimes because I didn't know the language. I was scared to go to school, you know.
Because you wasn't sure how you would do because the language barrier was there.
Believe me, it wasn't easy, you know, because I couldn't understand anything. The teacher was just like, she keeps going. They don't care. Like, teachers, they keep going whether you understand or not.
Wow.
But the first time my grades were like terrible. I'm not going to make it. But anyways, I did it. It was something small, but I felt like so good about myself accomplishing, you know.
No, that's a big deal. So how did it get from you not understanding the language at all, you not doing well in school, to you excelling, graduating, and all that stuff? How'd you do that?
I had a nanny that used to work for me, and I said, you know what? You're going to take care of my son. I want to do this. And I started studying like all day long and all night. I had only like 3 hours of sleep because I want to succeed.
Wow.
And I did it, you know. I felt so accomplished, even though it was the only nursing assistant job.
No, there's nothing, there's not only about that. That's a big deal. So give it up for her. Because we don't, so I don't think we celebrate ourselves enough.
Yes,
right?
That is very true.
So you did something that was very difficult, right? Learn a whole new language. English is not your first language, right?
No, it's not.
You weren't doing well at first, and most people in that moment would have quit.
Yes, that is true. No, believe me, I was crying. I was crying. I thought I was not gonna make it, but then I did. And then I noticed that, like, oh my God, if I didn't good in my country, and why not here? I wanna be empowering to other
Right.
people
Oh my
too.
gosh. Yeah.
Eventually, I start going to the gym, and and then I worked for so many years as a nursing assistant. I saved some money, and I wanted to do something else for my life. I wanted to
Right.
create something unique, and that's how I saved my money during those years of working as a nursing
All right.
assistant.
So pause right there. Pause right there. So you're studying, getting your mind right. You're working out, getting your body right. You're saving money, making sure your finances are right. What was your driving factor? What was your motivating factor? What's your reason why?
I noticed that in this country, we have so many immigrants in this country.
Right.
I'm not sure exactly, 11 or something, 11,000 people.
Uh-huh.
11. I think that's
I don't know the
I'm not
percentage.
sure the
Yeah.
percentage, but it is a lot.
Uh-huh.
And I see people that they just work to live. They come here and they barely make it. And I said, I don't want that to be my story. I want to do something else for my life. I want to be an example for society, for the immigrants that are in this country, also for my family. I wanted to create something else. And that was just my motivation. I want to be someone that will inspire other people, the strength, the perseverance,
Yes.
So that, and then I saved the money. I was trying to find, I wanted to do something with an investment. I was trying to invest in some kind of business. I wasn't sure what. So I read a lot. So I read a lot of books, and they say every book that you read, they say you have to do what you love.
Wow.
So I love my job. It makes me feel as a nursing assistant. So I wanted to sell medical equipment,
Right.
but it was so expensive to
Right.
open that kind of business. So what else? I asked myself, what else can I do? So I said, oh well, I love fitness. So, and I created everything from
Major
scratch.
key alert.
Like,
Yes.
it took me 2 years to put everything together to come up with the material, the brand. I used to think about what am I gonna call the brand, what is gonna be the logo, and it took me 2 years. So at the same time that I was working in the brand, I was in college too. So eventually I went to college, and I was working. So I used with the manufacturer, I used to work overnight. So I had probably like 4 hours of sleep. You get used to
What
that.
in the world?
And then working
That's
full
grind.
time and
That's grind,
in college and all that. And it took me 2 years, and I'm like, oh my God, finally, we launched the brand in 2019 October. So we are in the market for 2 years already.
Let's go. Give it up for it. Give it up for it. So you're full-time college student. Working, was it full-time or part-time?
Part-time,
you were working?
part-time.
Okay.
4 times per week.
So working part-time, school full-time, and still studying, making your business plan, and getting all the materials together, like doing all that. That's a lot on your plate.
Yes, yeah, it was stressful. I think, and eventually I got separated because I was with my son's father.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the causes of the separation, because sometimes you have your dreams that you want to accomplish, and
Right.
the stress takes over, right? Because doing all those things and being a mom is not easy.
Right.
And it was something amazing that happened to me. The fact that I got separated, being on my own.
So that was amazing for you?
No, because then you learn about yourself, and then about your dreams, what you really want in life, And that was, for me, it was a learning lesson, and I learned to not depend on anybody but on myself.
Come on.
Come on.
Talk to him. No, I love that. I love that because you might not know, but there's a big situation going on right now in the music industry, in American hip hop music. There's a young lady that just got kicked out of the house by her. I guess I can't even call him her boyfriend, but her baby's father. She got kicked out the house, and the lesson that a lot of women are taking from that is you need to have your own stuff.
Yes, that showed me I was always independent. I was always independent. The fact that I had someone, but it wasn't like 100% there. I wanted to do something on my own.
Yeah.
And I realized that I can be on my own. I'm so independent.
Yep.
I don't depend on anybody economically. I actually, when I got separated, I focused in my business. I wanted to grow my business, and I started going to different podcasts, different interviews. And then I went to school again. I just graduated school not too long ago as a phlebotomist and as an EKG technician on my own too. I feel so proud because you know why? I feel so proud because I did it on my own. Everything that I have, I feel so grateful because I created myself. Anything, there's no partnership or nothing, right?
Yes.
So that I think as a woman, I think we have to be independent. We have to be powerful, and not only like beauty is not only in the face, but also in the mind.
Talk to
mindset,
him. Talk to him.
And you have to.
She's dropping bombs over here. I gotta let y'all know she's dropping bombs. I hope y'all paying attention.
It's amazing feeling that what you can do, how far you can go in life, And when you go through struggles in life, I feel like that teaches you a lot. And then you learn, you grow as a person. And I went through a lot in my life. I guess the fact that when I came to this country, I just lost my mom. And wow. I was just like, grieving, right? And I went through a lot in my life in general, how I came to this country. And I had so many things that I wanted to accomplish. And you had to do it. You had no choice, right?
Yeah.
I didn't have no. I don't have no parents. I lost my parents very young age, but that didn't stop me. Actually, they give me the strength.
More motivation, more reason.
Motivation, yes.
I like that. All right, so let's shift gears a little bit, y'all. For those of you who are just tuning in, we're here live with Maria Flores. She is the creator of the Latina-owned activewear brand. It's called Prumatt. So talk to us about the actual company. And how did you get the brand going? And, what exactly is it? And you might want to take a look at that real quick. Yep.
Yes. So like I said again, I created the brand 2 years ago. We launched the brand. I did everything from scratch.
Yeah.
So I came up with the production. I actually did the combination of the product, of the material. Mm-hmm. And then I found a manufacturer, and then we launched. It wasn't easy at the beginning because, you think when you're young, you don't know, you don't have experience. You think next year you're going to be rich.
You're going to blow it up. You're going to be millionaire. Everything's going to be good.
It's so funny. As an entrepreneur, you learn all these things. There's a lot of problems.
It's hard. Why do people think it's so easy to be an entrepreneur?
Because, I had a business in my country when I was 17. Uh-huh. And I remember as soon as we opened the business, we were selling. And that's what I had, the expectation. Yep. I was very young when we opened it. We had my sister and I opened a business when we were young, very young. I was still in high school. And then as soon as we opened, we started selling. And that I had that mentality at the time. But I didn't realize how big it was what I was doing, right. Because it's a brand that goes all over the country. Mm-hmm. It goes to other countries too. And then you have these ideas about, next year I'm going to do it. But I realized how hard it is to grow as a brand, especially fitness industry right now. Right. It's like a lot of competition. And it's a lot. And but you cannot always say, oh my God, it's too many. There's no market for it.
Right.
How many wines we see?
Come on, we're just talking about wines. Yep.
Yes, exactly. How many brands do we see? There is always market for it. You cannot have that negative mentality, So, and so far we're doing good. We are only 2 years in the market, but we make we're doing so good. We come for some reason our sales come from California, Florida, and Arizona, from that hot area.
Talk to him.
So, and I think what makes us unique is that because I'm in this industry, I don't think I I don't think any clothing any clothes should be that expensive, you know.
Right,
And,
right.
what makes us unique is that we are affordable for people and we high quality too.
Good, good. I'm
So
glad you mentioned that because sometimes when we think affordable, we think cheap,
no,
right?
no, no. It's like because I work for manufacturers from overseas. I know exactly how much companies spend and how much they just selling their name.
Right.
So that's why, because honesty is my thing. I always say, I want to be honest with whatever I do and be affordable too, because I don't want to just sell, right? I want to be able to be honest with customers,
Right.
right? So people comes and goes to buy other brands like Lululemon. You buy a legging that costs you almost 120, but then when you compare my brand and the material, because you are in this industry, you'd see, oh my God, you're spending so much money. You're paying for the name. You're not
Right.
paying for the
Right.
material. So I wanted to make that, like I wanted to make affordable for everybody. You don't need to be like crazy or spend so much money in something and high quality product.
Yes. What's the website again? How do we find it?
It's www.prumatt.com.
Let's go. Let's go. All right. So I want to make sure we tell them now and tell them later. All right. So they need to go shop. All right. So stop what you're doing. Pause this interview real quick. Go to Prumatt.com and make sure you get something out of the store. All right. What's your best seller on there?
Right now it's the cheetah, the jasmine collection, which just came up.
Cheetah print.
Cheetah print. It's
Okay.
very cute.
Let's
People
go.
loves it. People loves it. It's very
Take them to the
comfortable.
jungle. I see that.
It's perfect for this weather, especially because winter time is coming. It's the material is a little thicker, so
Okay,
that makes
good.
it's perfect, But I feel like maybe in a year or two, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna try to go to the next level. And I'm just waiting a little bit right now, but we're coming with the new products. So I'm working in new products right now too. So it takes time to to work in the products. So
Good. So how do you come up with all these ideas? Do you have like a team? Is it just you that come up with everything? Like how do you execute it and sell it on all that?
yeah, it's only me.
Let's go.
It's so funny how people usually ask me, "Do you have partners?" I say no.
And they're
Really?
shocked, right?
Yes,
Yep.
they do. Like, because it is a lot of investment, And I gotta tell you this, it's just a lot of investment. But I had a team that used to. I actually work for a company who does the marketing, and then I have I had a lady that used to do the marketing and the social media part, and but just I stopped that because nobody will care your business the way you do.
Right.
So I took over and I had to learn everything because I'm not into technology, and I don't know why I was thinking when I decided to do online. But and eventually I learned how to do everything, and I do have a company that the marketing person who does all about the marketing.
Good, good, good. You have a couple people in place, but mostly it's you running
Yes,
it from
yes.
start to finish. All right, gotcha. Love it, love it. So do you like to be in control of everything? And you can tell you put a little bit more into it than anybody else.
Yes. Like, for example, when the person who's in charge of the website, they just do it but you always have to check, make sure they're doing their job.
That's right.
And sometimes you have sales and they don't,
Process
nobody.
it, everything.
Exactly. So you have to be on top of it. So it's, just have to be on top of it,
That's a major key right there because a lot of times, even when you hire people, there's just an expectation for them to do it, right? But a really, really wealthy person once told me you have to inspect what you expect.
Yes.
So if the expectation is for them to process these orders when they come in, you have to inspect what you expect. Let's double check that. Make sure they're doing it right because, you could be thinking they're doing it and they could be thinking that you're doing it or something. Somewhere along the lines there's a miscommunication and it doesn't get done.
Yes.
Now you got dissatisfied customers. You might have to deal with refunds and things of that nature.
Yes, exactly.
All you needed to do was follow up and double check. So inspect what you expect.
What we have as a people always are saying like our customer service is the best.
Nice.
Any problems that people has, we always always there, 100%.
Right away.
Right away. Like, what can I do for you? It's important, especially when you are new company. You want to give them 100%, and they have to be happy.
Not
and
enough
satisfied.
people know that.
No,
Not enough people know that.
It's important for us. For us, it's number one. If they say, if somebody purchases any product and they don't like it, like, we gotta solve that problem.
Right.
We have to send it back or refund. No, we have to do whatever is in our hand. So make sure people is happy with us so they can come back, because they give you a chance.
Come on, yeah.
They give you one chance. It's only one shot. If you don't do it, you're not gonna make it in the future. That says one shot.
And if you do it right, they'll be your customer for life.
Exactly.
And they will refer other people.
Exactly.
Now you got a whole bunch of other people. Satisfied customers is your best form of advertisement.
Yes, and so far we do good. I make sure customer service is like, we're 24 hours, no matter what the problem is. They say they don't like it, 100% money guarantee. We're gonna get you refund. Because we want to make people happy. We don't want customers that are unhappy and they don't like the product and material. So yeah, that's how. It's not easy, I'm gonna tell you, because I work full time. I actually work for 68 hours.
What? Wait. Hold on.
And then it is great.
All right, so let me get this right. 68 hours in 1 week?
Yes, I do.
That's nuts. So you're working 68 hours.
Yes.
You're a mom.
Yes.
And you're running your business.
Yes.
How, Sway? How?
I don't know. And I also get up at 4:45 in the morning
to work
every
out.
single day
What in
to
the
work
world?
out.
What in the world?
I only get like 5 hours of sleep. If you want to succeed in life, you have to sacrifice. When you go,
gotta drop a bomb on that. Yep.
I like that. So you have to sacrifice, and then it's consistency. For anything. If you get up, soon as you get up, if you get up at 10 o'clock, what you gonna accomplish? Like when you're an entrepreneur, time is nothing for you. You want 32 hours instead of 24 hours, because you have so much going on. Believe me, like I work, but then I'm in my business 24 hours. Really, it requires a lot of time. And it's just amazing, But that, what makes me happy? The fact that I go to work to make living, but I know I go to work to make a living, but I'm building a dream, a goal that is gonna take me far,
Yes.
I mean, then you go to work happy, you really, and then when you see everything that you have put on and your dreams and you see it, and then you say, oh my God, this is what I have accomplished. You go to work and you feel so grateful what you have. You just feel blessed, you know. And
yes.
Because you see with your own eyes that it's working.
Right.
It's taking a little bit of time. It's slow, but you see it's working.
That's real. That's so real.
So that's
I love that.
It's not easy. I mean, I gotta say, like, it's stressful.
Yeah.
Because sometimes any orders that come out, I have to do it overnight. And it's crazy. Like.
Right. But they say slow progress is better than no progress.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
So it took you 2 years to study, to get everything together for the business, and you've been in business for 2 years.
Yes.
Through a pandemic.
Oh my God! You know what?
So how did that work out? How did it affect business?
You know what's funny? So when I launched the brand, I wasn't making any sales for probably 8 months.
Wow!
And
really?
we were advertising every single day. We were advertising a lot. I was paying the advertising person $300. I wasn't making any money. I had no job. I was working in any kind of job that I can just, survive to pay my bills, I remember I lost my job. Dang. I got separated. I couldn't afford my rent, my bills, the car bills, the electricity. So I was so depressed because I got separated, and I also lost my job. and I couldn't find a job, and I was paying $300 to the person who was doing marketing.
Wow.
I went to into depression. I was so depressed because everything that I had, the money that I had into from my saving life, right? I put in the business, and I wasn't making any sales, and I remember I was working as a waitress. I never have worked as a waitress before, so I didn't know. I stay in that job because I had to pay my bills. Any jobs that I found, I was just like say yes. I gotta work because who's gonna pay my bills, right? So, but then I remember the first, I got fired, by the way. For the owner doesn't know this, obviously, the restaurant owner, that I was living out of that check.
Wow.
It was awful, and I have my son. What am I gonna do? My son, how am I gonna feed my son? And that didn't stop me. This is what I learned from that. I was knocking the door to everybody, like a lot of people. I'll just say, "Oh, can you get me a job? I'll do anything." And and they'll say no, 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 no. Everybody will say no. And I learned that no means new opportunity. No doesn't mean just like they're closing the door to you. It's just for me, it was a new opportunity to maybe it wasn't meant to be, right? It was, for me, it was just new opportunity. What else can I do? And eventually I was having, in Harvard and in Stanford, I was having dinner and advertising all this time, just, and I made it the first sale, ching ching, the sound of the cashier. And I started screaming. I'm like, oh my God. And then the marketing person, she called me and she says, Maria, congratulations, you made your first sale.
Yes.
I was like crying. Everybody has this, we all go through life, we all go through life and we all go through struggles.
Right.
But that doesn't mean you have to stop. You have to keep going. If you have a dream, if you believe in your mind and your heart and you believe like it's a reality, it's gonna happen eventually. You just have to keep doing, and consistency is the key. And then you have to have a routine that will keep you where you want to go. Sometimes people says, "Oh, I don't have this, or I cannot do this because of that." It doesn't matter your status, your language, or where you came from, or your color, or your gender. If you have a dream and you believe, because most of the time when you have dreams, people won't believe it on you. Not even your family sometimes. So as long as you believe and you dream, everything is possible.
Come on, she's spitting. Drop another bomb. She's spitting. I love. Was that the most difficult time in your life?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was hard. It was hard, but I feel blessed. I feel grateful that I went through that.
You came through the other side.
Yes, I feel so grateful because of those struggles. Make me who I am now. You have to be humble. It's important. Sometimes for the first time you start making money and you become so arrogant. There's a very thin line between arrogancy.
Arrogance.
Yes, arrogancy and between be successful. Right. I'm not saying I'm successful, but they just sometimes when you start doing things in life, it just the thing goes over your head. It's important to be humble in life. It's important to give in order to receive. I always say, I want to help, and with anyone. I say, what can I do? I'm always willing to help because this is the way I feel when my customers come and shop on my store and they say they help me. Thanks to them, I am who I am and I am where I am. Because of them, and then I always want to help too. I am always looking for organizations that I can help. Do my thing too. When you help other people, just feel grateful. You just feel blessed. It's difficult to even explain. So
that's real. And it was one of the, I guess I call him a mentor from a distance, but his name is Jim Rohn. He said, if you help enough people get what they want, you'll have everything you want.
Exactly. I read a book not too long ago, and this is Maxwell.
John C. Maxwell. Yes, come on, talk to him.
Oh my God! First of all, I have a mentor. It's a Spanish mentor, and then there's another one that is Spanish too. And then I follow Maxwell, and then Oprah. For me, Oprah is my lady. Like, this is the lady. She went.
Shout out to Auntie O.
She went through a lot. I read her book, she went through a lot, and look at her. She's so successful.
My God, yeah.
She's like you said, she helps so many people, and look at her. Like, when you go into certain level of your life, your job should be help other people.
Wow,
If you cannot give, like maybe economically, at least give blessings or send them something positive and try to make them feel, because you don't know what kind of situation every person has, right? Or what they're going through. You have to try to give, right?
So real.
Sometimes, like, you have to bless them silently.
So real. And what's crazy is you never know what someone's going through.
Yes, you don't.
I'm sure when you were going through the toughest times in your life, you didn't look like it.
No. I remember when I got fired. I was so like, what am I gonna do?
Right.
It was hard, and at the time, I didn't have my citizenship. Yeah, it was hard for me to find a job. They will just say no to me, like, I'm sorry, we cannot hire you because you don't have your Social Security. And it was just so hard. And we all immigrants come to this country not to do anything wrong. They just want to work and make a living. You get any jobs, but I wanted to do something better for my life,
right.
Create a future for my son. And I'm still in progress,
That's real.
I'm still in progress, but you cannot give up in your dream. You have a dream, go get it. Sometimes fear doesn't let us go far. It just takes out, I just jump. I didn't know anything about it. I just jump. I know it wasn't easy. I'm not gonna say it's easy. Nothing is easy in this life. If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Everybody would do it,
right? So far, I feel so blessed that I went through a lot in my life.
That's it, man. In those tough times when you fear things, I need everyone to understand. Be courageous. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's doing what you're afraid to do. So despite the fear, push through it anyhow. And the reason I say that is because everything you want is on the other side of fear. Everything you want is on the other side of your comfort zone. So if you stretch a little bit, if you push past the fear, you'll step into your destiny. You'll step into your greatness.
Yes. Even though you don't know.
Yeah.
Because you don't know.
You don't know.
Like I didn't
You'd have did it already if you knew.
Exactly. Even though you don't know, you learn.
Yes.
You know what is amazing about everything that you do in life? There is you dream or get a house or get a bike. The progress, the process, and what you become as a person.
Yes.
The process, if you feel happy and you enjoy the process, success will really feel like you will feel it, because it's not where you want to be. It's not where you want to go, and the final destination is the process. You have to enjoy every part of it.
The journey.
Yes, the journey.
We don't enjoy the journey enough. We want the end result so bad. It's like, I need that.
Yes.
That we don't enjoy the journey.
No, it is. And I learned that over the years. I learned that I feel every day. Sometimes people they probably think I'm crazy. Sometimes I get up and I feel so blessed. Just the fact that I'm alive, the fact that I'm here and I get to experience life, and so many people. I mean, I feel blessed that I am alive, and then the fact that I can see my son, I can see the sun, the moon, anything, right? You just have to feel blessed. Not too many people practice gratitude. I mean, like we all
So
like
real.
to complain.
So real.
We like to complain. Everybody has problems. Everybody has struggles, right? But how many times do we say, "Oh my God, let me count my blessings"?
Come on now.
you know. Yes, so that's
So
what I learned over the years, to be grateful. Whether I'm making progress or not, I'm just living the moment and enjoying the process.
right, every single morning I had to learn how to do this. Every single morning before I check my phone, before I get out of bed, before I do anything, I wake up and say 10 things that I'm grateful for.
Oh, that's amazing. It's amazing.
Wake up with an attitude of gratitude.
It's important. Then how you gonna see otherwise you're doing the progress, right? And like
Right.
I used to get up like miserable sometimes and thinking the first thing you think
Think
is
about your problems.
I'm like, oh my God, this way I'm not going anywhere,
Yep,
you know?
yep.
So now I learned that because I've been single for quite a bit now, I think solitude, it just teaches you a lot, you know, solitude just teaches you so many things, and you learn to be grateful, to enjoy the time. And every time that I get up, I used to go because you feel so lonely sometimes, and then you want to go and grab you go to social media to see what's going on,
Right,
you know.
right.
So now I learned that, okay, as soon as I get up, I say, oh, thank you, God, you know, thank you so much for everything, for the good ones and for the bad ones.
Come on now,
you know?
come on now. Don't forget, even when the things are bad, they're not as bad as they could be.
Yes, it can be worse.
It can always be worse. So I remember last year I had a very bad car accident. I was hospitalized for the day. It was very hard to walk. It was bad. The seatbelt saved my life. Well, God and the seatbelt saved my life, right? And I remember waking up every morning in so much pain. And I said, God, thank you for this pain. I actually feel the pain.
God,
I can feel the pain. You know how many people would have been paralyzed in that same accident, not feeling anything? But I'm blessed to be able to feel the pain. So I said, God, thank you for the pain that I feel. And having that attitude of gratitude every single morning, it helped me recover a lot faster.
Yes, that's amazing. You know what is funny? They say that the only way to get into the next level is through pain. You know, so if you go into pain, any kind of pain,
That's growth.
it's a fact that you're gonna grow. There's every problem that you have. There's a miracle behind it. You don't see it maybe at the moment, but there is a miracle. It's something good that's gonna come from it.
Yeah.
You know. So I last year, I think it was last year I went through a problem. I was in a relationship with a guy, a
Speak
boyfriend.
close.
So I was in a relationship with my boyfriend, and it was I almost got killed by him.
Wow.
So, and then I survived, right? I survived, and the fact that I survived, that God gave me another opportunity to change as a person, to change with people in general. You know, I'm very compassionate. You know, I have a job. My job is CNA, a nursing assistant. You have to have good heart in order for you to work in this field.
That's real.
It's not easy. And that makes me feel good. I'm very compassionate towards other people. I always wanna help and encourage other people. And the fact that I was alive, that I survived that, it was horrible because because I went to this, I passed out, like he literally killed me, right? I was out. And I was just praying to God, if you give me this opportunity to live, then I'm gonna do anything, whether it's bad or good. I'm gonna do anything to be your servant. It's important to believe in something you don't see, because it just gives you hope. Hope is important for anything in life, because we all go through struggles, but if you don't have hope, you don't see no exit, right? You think it's going to be forever. And the fact that I'm alive and I went through a lot in my life and I accomplished everything that I have now, and my son is alive, it's just is incredible. Wow.
I am I'm glad you're alive.
Thank you. I feel blessed. I guess that makes me feel so positive. Sometimes people think I'm crazy because I'm always positive. Are you sending these messages always positivity, and they don't understand. I almost die. The fact that I'm alive, this just is an opportunity to help other people, to give like positivity to other people, because we already have so much negativity. Right? We don't need extra. And it's just amazing. You have to live your life in gratitude, no matter what you're going through.
Live your life in gratitude. Yep.
Yes, every single day.
Yep. Come on now. I'm so blessed to have you here as a guest. For those of you, again, who are just tuning in, we're here live with Maria Flores. She is the owner and creator of Prumatt. Make sure you go to www.prumatt.com. It's PRUMATT.com. All right. Wow. There's a lot of women with similar stories. And I'm going to encourage you to write a book someday.
Actually, I'm writing a book.
Come on now. I think it's important, especially when you have a story like that, because for you to overcome what you were able to overcome, escaping death, still praising God anyhow, still raising your son, still building your business, still keeping a smile on your face, still having an attitude of gratitude, that is a huge deal. More women need to hear your story, and more people need to know about that.
Thank you. I mean, I think that is the reason that I'm writing my book, because I came, I'm an immigrant. Life wasn't easy, and it was so hard, and I became a lot. I went through a lot in my life, and thanks to that, I am who I am now. And then that's my book is all about it. It's all about, understanding that we all, as a human beings, we go through a lot through life. Like, we all go through pain. It's just the fact that you have to learn to understand that any pain, any struggles, it just teaches you something.
Yes.
It just gets you better, makes you a better person, more compassionate towards others. Obviously, if you really see problems as a miracle, right? Because if you see problems in the miserable way, you won't see the window.
Right. Yeah. One of my favorite rappers, Jay-Z, once said, "A loss ain't a loss; it's a lesson. So appreciate the pain; it's a blessing."
Yes, exactly.
There's always something that you can learn in those moments. All right, it's a lesson out of it. So, let me see here. Just to shift gears a little bit and go back to your brand. Oh, I want to help you with your book too, by the way. I've been helping a lot of people. So I wrote my book back in, I finished it. I released it the very end of 2015, top of 2016.
Okay.
365 hip hop daily motivational quotes, #1 international bestseller. I've been able to help a lot of people since then publish their books and become bestsellers as well. So we got to make sure we talk offline so we could
yes,
we need to get that story out.
I've been working in the book for 2 years.
Yeah.
There's days like when you are a writer, because I wanted to be recognized as a writer and as an author, both ways. But that's why I'm doing it, because it's hard,
Right.
But sometimes, like, when you're writing, it's just like it's like there's days that you feel it's so much. I feel. There's days that you feel so creative and you start writing it.
And you can't stop writing.
Right. And there's days like nothing. Like, sometimes you cannot force it. When you write a book that you want it to be successful, you have to take your time.
Absolutely.
And then it will come out. Every time it comes out, you write
flows.
it. It feels. When you don't have nothing, don't do it, because then it's forcing, and nothing will come out. Good.
It's got to be organic. It's got to be organic.
That's why writers that go they go to the mountains, they go to places that they feel creative. They feel in peace.
I was just about to say that. They feel at peace. That's fire. All right, love it. So with Prumatt, I was actually doing some research, and I saw that you had a lot of celebrity influencers wearing the brand, rocking it, promoting it for you. So talk to us a little bit about that.
Yes, we actually, I have a lot of celebrities is I don't know. I send them emails to them and I tell them my story, and I guess
Really?
they feel inspired, and they just say yes to me, and it's amazing, you know. Yeah, I learned that you have to be you in order to. At the beginning it was so hard, you know, because I'm new and nobody wants, like, who is this brand, you know, we don't understand. But then I learned that when you are you, when you show yourself, so you learn to be you, to be who you are, and then you show that to other people. They feel more, how can I say, connected. Yes, that's the word. They feel so connected, and they say, of course I'll help you. It's amazing. And when they read the story behind the brand, it's just, they feel like so inspired.
So
and that's why
that's good.
that being me, being unique, and being who I am opened so many doors to me.
That's fire. So one thing I need everyone to pay attention to, it's not just about the clothing.
It's the story behind the brand.
Come on now. Too many times we just try to sell something.
No, because no, you know, how many people knows about the brand, what is behind it. We just see it as something small or some brand, like, you don't know what kind of stories behind every successful brand.
Come on, man.
Success just doesn't happen overnight, and that's why I have so much respect for any entrepreneurs.
Right.
So much respect, because I understand how hard and how difficult it is. So, and then I feel connected to those people, because they probably went through hell too.
Come
you know what I mean?
now.
Because I went through.
all they see is like the end result,
yes,
right?
Yes,
he's
nice
successful.
Picture. Yes, no, it doesn't work.
Well, you don't know what I've been through for this. Like, that's why it's crazy how people hate on other people's success. I'm like, yo, you don't know what they had to endure to get to this spot, this success, this award, this blessing, this ranking, whatever it is that got them to where they are. Like, you don't know what they've been through, so how can you hate on somebody else?
So that's why I learned that, and I started writing emails to different, and some of them became my best friends, actresses. Wow. For example, I became friends with Melissa Pancho. She works in, I think she does a TV show in, what is this called? The Wolf. Melissa Pancho is one of the actresses. And I reached out to her, and she became my friend, very close friends. And I sent her a present a long time ago, and she told me, I want to help you because your story is inspiring. And then, and the fact that she said that to me, I was like, oh my God, I have to be me. I had to be human. I have to show my struggles, my strength, everything as a human being, you know. So I became friends with a lot of actresses in Spanish and from Hollywood, because they felt so inspired by my story. So, and it's amazing, you know, it's amazing. Sometimes you think sometimes because they are they're already in Hollywood,
right? They're
gonna see you like you're nobody, but those people are more humble than the regular people. Yeah, it's
so
amazing.
Real, so
yeah,
real.
They're so they have this willingness to help you, you know, because they understand, they already been there, and they understand the struggle, I guess, you know. And and then sometimes you reach out to people that are like not even popular or famous, but then it's just like, you know, it's amazing how and then you kind of learn to understand people a lot more.
That's real. I love that. It's about your story. It's just not about the clothing or the product that you're pushing, right?
Yes.
What is it behind
it?
And
my goal really with the brand is I'm writing a book. First of all, that was my what's one of the goals that I have, so I can inspire other people. And then my other goal is to to inspire women, especially, right? Women, to empower women, because how many women we have in this country, and most of the time we always undergrade ourselves, right? Like as a women, let's not undervalue ourselves, right? And and it's so hard already being a woman, and then now imagine as a Latina, that's my goal, to inspire other women, and if I can create some organization, if I can work with an organization that will help other women, so that's amazing. I am working with an organization that is for women too. It's victims from violent or survivors from big.
Okay, yes, from domestic violence.
Domestic violence.
There we go. Okay.
Yes, because I want to empower women. That's what I want to do. Empower women as much as I can. Right, give something to society, and then show them that when you have a dream or you have goals, you have to work for it.
Come on,
and it doesn't matter your gender. Not only men can be successful. Come on.
Hello. Ladies, and man, I love the fact that women are really out there doing their thing, taking over and dominating. If you wanna, any man that's watching this and is listening, if you want to build a big business, get the right women on your team. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say, man. Get the right women on your team.
Also find the right guy for you, for yourself. Right men too, and right women, right. And then work as a team,
How important is it to have the right spouse or right support system in your life?
It is. I mean, right now I don't have it. You know what
She's
I mean?
single.
But I mean, I always say to myself, I want to find someone that it's going to help me to grow, because it's already hard for me to push myself to do good, right? Imagine having someone to push, right? You want to find someone that it's ambitious as you are too, right. Someone who wants to applaud, I guess,
Yes, and support you, right?
To support you.
That's a huge deal, because support is one of my biggest things, right? I'm not sure if you're familiar with love languages, but
yes.
Mine is physical touch and acts of service, meaning support, right? I need someone to be there to help me along the way, and not in the sense of financially. It's more so in the sense of being there.
Yes. It's so hard nowadays. It's so hard to find someone like that. It's always It's always
something.
It's always something. Yeah, but it's not impossible. I mean, eventually someone will come, right? And then someone comes that has the same attitude towards life, right? Like someone who feels the same way you feel. Like, I feel so excited about life. Right. I don't know. Every day I feel excited.
And you don't want to be around somebody that's going to dim that or just bring you down, right? You want to be around somebody that's going to encourage you and build you up.
Right.
I think that's why it's important to date after you found your purpose.
That's it. Yes.
Once you find your purpose, you can have a purpose mate.
Yes.
Right?
Oh my God.
Someone that can help you or help mate with your purpose.
Oh my God. This is exactly what it is. You have to find yourself first.
Come on now.
Then find your purpose. Mm-hmm. And then when you already know what you want in life, because if you don't know, nobody knows what you want, right?
Yeah. So after you find your purpose, you find your person, right?
Yes.
Because if you find your person before you find your purpose, what happens when you discover your purpose and it's not aligned with that person?
Yes.
Now you got conflict.
Yeah, it's not.
They don't want to see you shine. They don't want to see you do what you're doing. Now it's like, oh, why are you working on your business? Why are you not working? Now it's a problem instead of you helping me with my purpose, which is the purpose of you being here.
Exactly. Exactly. You just said it perfectly. Yeah. For me, it was like that the fact that I am, the reason that I am single is because I wanted to be single first, because I wanted to find the reasons why I wanted to do certain things, right? I wanted to find myself first. I think every woman should do that, because you have to first heal yourself and then find your purpose and accomplish and feel accomplished. So that way you're not looking for someone to accomplish you, right? Because you already know what you want in life. And that's the way I feel. I don't feel the need of someone, because I already know the purpose, and it doesn't matter what time or what day or how old am I. I feel very accomplished because I know exactly what I'm going.
That's true.
And whoever comes is just gonna come to I guess be part of my happiness.
What does that look like?
Oh my goodness, that's a question. Yes.
What does that look like? Yep.
I for me, it's important someone that is kind, compassionate, and ambitious. Ambitious, and someone that will support me and be there when I need the person. Not maybe economically because I'm independent, but the fact that somebody who supports my dream, and not think that I'm crazy when I do, when I do my business or when I do anything that I'm doing in my life. Someone that will be there to support me.
That's real. That's real. All right. So I got so many more questions, but we're gonna wrap it up soon, right? So we'll man, I got some good questions. All right, so let me ask you this, a couple things, and then we'll leave. So I want to make sure we ask these questions, and we can go, right? Knowing what you know now, what advice would you give yourself when you first got started?
Do not get anxious, because I didn't know what I was gonna be.
Yeah.
I used to be so I will say like so anxious about, oh my God, what's gonna happen? What am I gonna go? What am I gonna do?
Right.
I will say, don't get anxious. It's gonna be just fine.
It's gonna be just fine. Yes. Give yourself that pep talk, like, yo, you got this. Relax. All right, I like that. Now, on a serious note, somewhere out there, there's a little girl who's looking in the mirror and she doesn't like what she sees. What advice would you give her?
You are powerful. You're strong, beautiful inside and out. You're smart enough to go far. And I know you can do this.
Oh, man. That was powerful. That's big. I felt every word in that.
I guess it's me.
I was going to ask, yeah. So talk to us about that time.
It's a little complicated. I took a therapy. I didn't like the way I saw myself in the mirror, and I had to do affirmations every single day to remind me who I was. And I realized that I'm smart, I'm beautiful, I'm strong, resilient, kind, compassionate towards others. And sometimes you don't see it yourself. You don't see it. No, everybody sees except you.
Except you, yeah.
But you have to learn to love yourself, accept the way you are, your weaknesses, your strength. You have to learn to accept the way you are. And you have to understand nobody is perfect.
Yeah.
We all make mistakes in life. God is the only person that is perfect.
That's big. Yo, y'all got to clap it up for it. Wow. Wow. That was deep. So the last question I'm going to ask, and then we can wrap up. What's one decision that changed your life for the better? And what's one decision you wish you could take back?
I think the decision that really changed my life for better was to get separated. Oh my God.
You had to let go of that dead weight. She had to let go of that dead weight.
No, it's not that. He was very successful. He still is very successful.
Okay.
Very successful. But for me to be where I am, I had to let it go.
Okay.
What was the other question?
So, what's one decision you wish you could take back or do over?
Oh my God, that's a good question. I will take back. I don't know, because I think any decisions that I have taken has been the right time and the right time, and it just showed me the way. It's just, I don't feel like I don't. Everything that I am now, it's just because all the decisions that I make, it had to happen.
Yes.
So I don't, it's amazing. Oh my God, it's amazing. I never asked that question. That's so deep. That's the way I feel. Everything, it was just part of that God had planned for me.
Yes. Every single part of it. Yes. Let's go. Listen. This is deep. I loved every bit of this interview. Thank you so much, Maria. I had an amazing time with you. Tell us one more time how to find you, how to best support you.
So first of all, we are in Instagram at Prumatt Fit. In Facebook, we are as a Prumatt. And TikTok, we are as a Prumatt too.
I better follow her on everything, all right? Everything.
Yeah, I gotta repeat again. In Instagram, we are as a Prumatt Fit. And Facebook, Prumatt. And our website is www.prumatt.com.
Let's go. Man, tonight was incredible. Thank you for stopping by. I look forward to seeing you again, but I also look forward to celebrating everything God has in store for you.
Oh, thank you.
This is just the beginning.
Thank you. I'm so grateful that you have this platform for entrepreneurs. And, it's amazing what you do. And really, I have a lot of respect.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Hey, thanks for being here. Let's get it. Listen, y'all, this is just the beginning. Once again, live and direct. It's the Young Exec, Royal Communication Center, Executive Decisions Podcast. If no one's told you today, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. God bless y'all. Peace.
You gotta live in gratitude.
That's it. You gotta live in gratitude.